Hello, everyone. Let's continue working on our form. In this lesson, I suggest breaking everything into separate components to collapse this entire code. So, logically, we need two components, an input component, and we will replace these three pieces of code with it, and a textarea component, which will be very similar to the input component, and we will replace this with it. So let's create it. In the components folder, create an input folder, and inside it index.tsx. Well, it will return a component with the same name. And for now, let's not pass any props, just return what we currently have. So we take it like this, insert it here, or export it here, and we insert it. And now let's slowly start modifying everything to pass the necessary data there. Okay? Now we need it to be universal. And let's see what they have in common and what differs, for instance, with these two inputs. As we can see, the surrounding div is the same, but the label is different. Yes, here is a different label, and here a different name. All right, let's then name and this name. Let me, for example, explain better. This we will call label, and this we will call name, because it gets into the name field. Here's what we need so the input accepts it. All right, let's define the props. So we'll have a name, we'll have a label, and we also need to define the types of these things. So we specify the type with a colon, name string, label string, exactly, and we need to insert them. Name will be here. It will also be here, here. And as we can see, we're also taking the name from the state, so we can specify the name here too. So the state will be an object, which will pass here as well, and we'll set the necessary value by the key name. Also here, we see that name is used. Yes, let's also pass that name as a key here. Okay, that worked well. And label. So, label here? That's great. Well, we see here that we're missing the state and set state. Let's pass those too. Okay, let's pass the name. In this case, name, like this one. And label. Also name, but with a capital letter. So, and now you need to pass the state and set state. State, set state. So, it's passed. Now we need to declare the types. And you need to do it wisely, because you need to understand that we shouldn't assign this specific type to the state, correct? Because we can use this input in a variety of other forms. So, we need to make it more universal. Let's do it. Here we'll specify the state and declare its type. State. Well, in fact, it's simply some kind of record, right? Where the keys are strings and the values can be anything, whether there are any numbers or anything else like that. Yes, exactly. Our state will be like that. Good. What about our set state? Look, here's set state. It seems, yes, just a function that takes any object, but actually it's not that simple. In set state, you can pass not only an object that will replace the current state. You can pass a function here. In this function, you will have pref state. This is convenient when, for example, you for some reason do not have access to the initial state, and you can record everything like this. And this will also work. But in this case, we don't need it this way. And nevertheless, we must specify the correct type for set state. If you are passing something that was declared by another library in your code, and you don't know the actual types, you can always take a look. You just look at set state, and you see it says that it's some React dispatch, some React state action, and the type of the state itself is passed to it. You just highlight and copy it like this. Go ahead, and paste it here. Here is set state. Set state, this one. And you can say that the value there can be anything. At this stage, it's not really important. It's important to bother with types only when you understand that they will support you in the future. Here, your set state will be visible only in this area. And here, any will be quite sufficient for you. How to understand which types need to be dealt with and which can remain as any will come with experience. That is, you will notice that types help you, especially when you return to some long-written pieces, and they will assist you. So, it's just a skill that will come with experience. Good. Okay, past set state. All right, good. Let's apply this to our other inputs too. We've done name. We need a username as well. Okay? And we need a description. Description. Description, description. Okay? Let's check to see if we didn't break anything. Everything should work the same. Name, username, description, text, create idea. Everything works perfectly. Nothing messed up. Great. Moving forward, now we need a text area, but it's almost the same. Just create another folder, textarea. New file, index.tsx. Paste the core here and replace it with textarea. Aha, good. So the only difference is the element name, textarea. Good. Value name, change. And type isn't needed here. Aha. Otherwise, everything is the same. That's it. We got it. Text aria. And here we have text. 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 Good. That's hidden. Saved. Checked if everything works. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Create. Everything works. Hooray. We scattered everything across different components. And it became more pleasant. Well, let's move on. There is much more interesting ahead. Thank you.